Why it's so important that what you see is what you get. I have a newfound love. It's called the library, where I never went to a library as a kid. Where I was, I know it makes me sound crazy, right? Where you can go and get books and you don't have to talk to anyone and you can just check them out and leave. I kind of feel like I'm stealing when I go to the library. Anyway, I read this book from Arlene Dickinson. If you know her, she was on Dragon's Den, Canadian, brilliant woman. And she was talking about branding and marketing, and she was sharing something in her process that I thought was fascinating with her company. Is that when they take on a client, they interview past clients, people that work there. They pretty much interview like everyone but the boss to find out what they're saying about their company. Because as we know, good marketing is not what you say about yourself or your business or your company. It's what other people say about you. And I just thought that was really fascinating. And I thought, you really have to know yourself. You really have to know who you are, what you stand for, what you portray, and really be that, right? Because if someone has an interaction with you, that's what they're going to remember, and that's what they're going to share. So we had an interesting scenario, Eric. I'll let you kind of talk about a client that we were going to take on just briefly, and some things that she shared in an email that sparked this video and got us thinking about marketing and branding.
Yeah, it was. So we talk a lot about this, that, companies want to portray themselves in a certain light or a certain way. But then they also have a persona within that company, and usually it's the main person. So we deal a lot with small to mid-sized companies, local companies, and we find that we got this potential client, and we hopped on a call with them, and in the email correspondence after the call, they had said that one of the reasons why they probably wouldn't work with us was because we don't understand a luxury designer or a luxury brand.
Because that's what they currently did.
Because that's what they
the jewelry and clothing, but they wanted to build a personal brand around books and TEDx and more to come there.
Okay, so you take over now.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting because people do make opinions about you based on what you wear and how you dress and how you portray yourself. And I think where I'm going with this is you have to stay true to who you are. So when I think about us, and I think about Infinite Design House, and I think about us as a brand and a company, I know you originally put house in there because it was like a style of design.
Yeah, Bauhaus.
Yeah. But when I came on to the company, I was like, the house in Infinite Design House takes on a totally different meaning for me. We run a husband and wife. Yes, we have a team, but we primarily run a husband and wife, family owned, grassroots from nothing company. And I don't want to act like we're this big agency or we're this, cutting edge, cutthroat agency in downtown Toronto,
big offices,
with big offices. I want people to know that we run this out of our home. We have pets and an 11-year-old, and we have just we're all about family values. And sometimes we're just back from walking our dog, and we jump on a call, or sometimes I'm just coming in from, we have a Peloton gal, it's important to move our bodies. So sometimes I'm like coming off a Peloton ride or the tread, and I hop on a call with a client. And it's that comfort level that's really important to us, right? That people feel comfortable wherever they're at, in their day, in their life, showing up. We're going to get some work done together, and we're going to keep the main thing, which is getting them clients, getting them leads, doing our work, doing digital marketing, doing all the things that are important to us. So I guess for us, our brand, we worry less about what the heck we look like and more about the work that we do. And I think that's important when you're thinking about your brand and your marketing. Hello, I see some people are hopping in and saying hello. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Jeffrey. So I think it's important for you to think about, like, who are you in your business? What kind of style do you have? And what kind of values matter to you? And if somebody doesn't pick you based on that, then that's okay, right? Then they're not a right fit for you. If someone is expecting, like I always say to people, if you're expecting the buttoned up corporate, I'm in a business power suit, you know, you're in a suit,
Yeah, tie.
cufflinks and all, that's not us, because we don't really worry about that. We're more like get the work done, do a good job, and let our work speak for it. And really, just even personally, me, my sense of style has always been kind of like sporty. That's just, I don't really like being in high end. I mean, I love high end stuff, but I don't feel like I need to wear it every day to prove that I'm smart or rich or whatever, you know, kind of feeling that sometimes people project. I think who you are is who you are. And when you can be that and have that show up in your marketing, which a lot of times I find is a big disconnect. So we write the copy and the content for our clients when we do their sales funnels and their Google ads and their Facebook ads and all of that. And I find a lot of clients, when they come to us, they have a very corporate-like look. But when you actually talk to the CEO or the boss or the workers, they're funny. Like they have hilarious humor. And I'm always like, that doesn't come across at all in your marketing, in your messaging, in your ads. And I can think of one company in particular, I started to kind of drop in humor and they were like, we want more of that. We like that. You know, let's lean more into that. And I'm like, great, this is a perfect rebrand for you guys because you are funny. And I think that people, oh, this is definitely AI. No, we are like, what should we like make out or something? No, I'm kidding. Like, what do you mean this is definitely AI? No, this is me. Hi, this is us.
We got a couple questions. We'll answer those after.
Okay.
So finish what you were saying.
So yes, I got off track because someone thought I was a robot. Okay. I love the internet. So I was leaning more towards putting more French kiss. Okay, perfect. We're gonna do that. All right. You have to pay for that.
That kind of show.
You have to pay for that. No, I'm kidding. So that could be a sign. Oh boy. Okay. Anyway, so so dropping in more humor, I think was important because that's the vibe I got from them, and they were like, "Yes, lean more into that." So I think as you're relaunching or rebranding, or maybe, you know, something needs a refresh, don't be afraid to put more of you into your messaging and your marketing because people want you. They want to know who they're interacting with. They want to know what your values and your beliefs and your things are. And if you're not true to yourself, then there's going to be that disconnect when someone works with you because they're going to be expecting a certain thing and that's not what they're going to get. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, well said.
Do you want to make out with me?
No.
Oh!
Not on camera.
I'm kidding. Okay, awesome. All right, guys. So that's the message we want to share. If you need an update, or if you're just not sure, if you're like, I don't know if my marketing, my ads, you know, my stuff is coming across as me, can you guys take a look and let me know? That's something that we can do for you guys. So.
Yeah, one thing I will say actually on that is it's also we find it's really hard for you to write about yourself or write about your own company.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you need that outside perspective. Why you would hire a marketing agency or marketing people or us is we have that perspective. We talk to you, we get to know you, and we pull out those little golden pieces of like, you're funny. Like maybe you don't even realize that yourself, that you're funny, or your company needs a bit of humor because maybe you're too serious.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho.
If you have any questions or comments or you want us to French kiss, just comment below, reach out to us. Happy to help you out with branding and marketing.
Let's stay focused. Branding and marketing is what we do for the camera. Okay. Bye.
Bye.